Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the percentage of Ethereum short positions on Bybit are at a record high level, and we're also forming a brand new Ethereum pattern, which I'll be talking about later in this video. Definitely stick around. Starting off on the daily Ethereum chart, and obviously what we have here and what I spoke about yesterday was a bullish divergence forming right now, and the last bullish divergence we've seen on the daily Ethereum chart was back at the end of February and the beginning of March, and you can clearly see the outcome from that bullish divergence was very bullish for the price of Ethereum. But keep in mind, we saw a bullish move in the stock market during that same time period, and so because we're not really seeing that at the moment in the stock market, I would not be expecting the same thing, and instead I would mostly be expecting somewhat sideways price action in the shorter term in the coming weeks or so. But something else to look at here on the daily Ethereum chart is the daily Ethereum MACD, which is getting closer towards a bullish cross. And the last time the daily Ethereum MACD flipped bullish, that was back during the middle of March. And the time before that was at the end of February, and we still experienced a decent pump in the price of Ethereum during that time period. So basically, if the daily Ethereum MACD confirms a bullish cross, which hasn't happened just yet, but once we do see a bullish cross, then we could start to see a little bit more bullish price action in the shorter term, but that would most likely stay within some sort of price range. So basically, we could pump up towards this high just here, coming in at around 2150 approximately, before finding some more resistance around that price, because obviously the subscribers on this channel would already know that that is a level of resistance I've been looking at for a while. But zooming out to the 3-day Ethereum chart, and you can see this massive fractal between this cycle and the last cycle. And now I won't be going any further into this chart in this video because I covered it in much more detail in yesterday's Ethereum update video. So if you missed my last Ethereum update video that I posted yesterday, once again, definitely check that one out if you want to know more about this chart just here, which tells us what we should be expecting moving forward for this cycle. And now taking a quick look at the percentage of Ethereum short positions on the Bybit exchange, which are right now sitting at all-time highs. And I went more into detail about all of this in my recent Bitcoin update video that I just posted on the channel. So if you missed that video, definitely check it out. But just to quickly summarize, based on the nature of a Bitcoin short position, the more shorts that are in the market right now, the more likely we're at some sort of bottom. Simply based on the history of this metric, if you take a look at pretty much all of the times where we saw a large amount of Bybit accounts shorting Ethereum compared to longing Ethereum, pretty much all of these time periods were either at an Ethereum bottom of some sort, or we were about to experience more bullish price action moving forward as the short positions began to close again. So technically speaking, this right here is more of a bullish signal than a bearish signal for Ethereum, but this is talking about the slightly longer term, talking about these larger moves in the market, because once again, for the shorter term, as in the next few days and potentially the next few weeks, I'm expecting mostly neutral price action. And once again, if you want to know more details about this metric right here, check out my recent Bitcoin update video. And just quickly reminding you that the weekly Ethereum RSI is currently at its lowest level it's been since the end of the 2018 bear market. And other than that, the weekly Ethereum RSI has only been at these values just one other time, which was at the beginning of 2017, which obviously turned out to be a great time to accumulate some Ethereum, and obviously at the end of 2018 as well. So simply according to Ethereum's entire price history and according to the weekly Ethereum RSI, right now we're actually in a very rare opportunity that we do not see very often. And now giving you a quick update on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame, which is currently forming a bullish divergence. Because obviously we've seen a lower low in the daily candle closes, but a higher low in the RSI. And so in the immediate short term, this is actually a pretty good sign for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, because instead of following this trend straight away and immediately playing out more bearish price action, we could now end up seeing a break in this bearish trend due to this bullish divergence. But when it comes to Ethereum versus Bitcoin, something important to keep an eye on is this chart right here, which I've been covering almost every single day recently on the channel. But for anyone that might be new to the channel, this right here is the 3-day Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart, and right now we're trading slightly below this previous ascending line of support, which was coming in at around 0.0678 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And at the time of recording this video, the next 3-day candle close is in around 3 hours from now. And so if we start to see more and more 3-day candle closes below this previous line of support, then obviously that would not be a good sign for Ethereum versus Bitcoin on this time frame. But like I've been saying recently on the channel, we really need to wait for ideally a weekly candle close below this line of support and also a break below this previous low to actually confirm a lower low on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the larger time frames. And in that scenario, there would be no denying that Ethereum would start flipping more bearish against Bitcoin, which for the beginners out there just means Ethereum would be underperforming against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes to the downside against the US dollar, Ethereum would go to the downside even more, and if Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum won't pump as much if Ethereum is pulling back against Bitcoin. And as of right now, because we are still trading below that previous line of support, technically speaking, this is the more likely scenario moving forward. And a similar thing can be said about the Bitcoin dominance chart here as well on the 3-day time frame, and I'm not going to go too deep into this because I said all of this in yesterday's Ethereum update video. But basically what we're experiencing at the moment in the Bitcoin dominance is a breakout to the upside above this previous descending line of resistance. And long story short, if the Bitcoin dominance is breaking out to the upside, that is not good for altcoins, because it means the altcoin market is losing market share to Bitcoin, which means the altcoins would basically be performing very bad compared to Bitcoin, for example. And this is to be expected because the altcoins during the bullish times pump harder than Bitcoin, but during the bearish times, the altcoins dump harder than Bitcoin. But there's still a few different ways to profit from crypto, even if prices are going down. And if you want to know how to do that, check out one of these videos popping up right here on your screen, because both of these videos show you how you can make money in crypto even if prices are going down, which is obviously good to know. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.